So, hello everyone. My name is Christina Kanu, and I attended Old Dominion University from 2009 until 2014. I graduated with my bachelor's in English literature in 2014, and I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am the Chief Executive Officer and founder of Christina Kanu Consulting. As mentioned, I am the CEO of Christina Kanu Consulting, and Christina Kanu Consulting is a marketing firm based in Atlanta, Georgia. We work with small business owners, large companies, nonprofits, and C-suite executives to help with their business and branding strategy. So we offer services such as social media management, public relations, marketing strategy, brand visuals, and working on just brand strategy for these different entities. So a day in the life essentially looks like I'm a morning person, so I start my morning relatively pretty early. I always have a cup of tea. I have one right now. It says per my last email because I send a lot of emails and meeting with different clients. I serve as the senior consultant for our team, so working with just different people, making sure that that their visions and their dreams are coming to life. Or the benefit of having an English degree is that I spend a lot of my time writing. I spent a lot of my time thinking. I spent a lot of my time doing a lot of research. So the skills that I learned while being an English major at ODU definitely prepared me for this job. So it's a very funny story. When I got to ODU, I actually started off as an English education major. So I was very adamant of I want to be a high school English teacher. I absolutely love teenagers. I know a lot of people don't feel that same way, but I think that they're just in such a very impressionable stage in their life. So I wanted to teach high school English. So up until probably my senior year, part one, I had because I actually finished in 5 years instead of four because I graduated summa cum laude. I was on dean's list every semester, but the one thing that was a hiccup for me is I could not pass my praxis exam, which is the certification test in Virginia to be a teacher. So that was devastating for me. So I had to make a change, and I decided to just pick up English lit. But I almost pretty much had all of the credits for an education minor. So at the time, like I mentioned, I wanted to be an English teacher, but having a degree such as English, it's so versatile because it doesn't matter what type of work you're doing, you're always going to be communicating. So in 2016, while I was in graduate school, I started my own consulting firm. And I didn't know what I was going to quite do with it at the time. I just knew I love helping people, so I might as well get paid to do it. And throughout that journey, and something I tell people is that getting a degree is something that is so critical, but your passions and what you want to do in life, they often change. So if I would have decided to get a business degree at ODU, I likely would have never become an entrepreneur. So the good thing about having such a broad degree as English, you're able to do lots of different things. It's a very attractive degree on a resume because what it tells employers is that this person knows how to read, they know how to write, they know how to communicate, their grammar is on point. Even though I don't know all of the rules and all of the different things, because I have a second grader now. So I'm like, what in the world is this? And I don't always know how to break some stuff down. But it's a great degree. So I would say that my path was everyone's path is their own individual path, but I'm grateful that my path led me to being able to be a business owner, being able to work with several different people, several different clients, and just making a difference each and every single day. The way in which I use it is that, again, like I mentioned, I'm always writing. So I write probably a million emails every single day. I am working on press releases for our clients. So a client that we've worked with is Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, which is a part of the Divine Nine, constantly working on press releases. A lot of our clients are executives, so they are doing different speaking engagements. So writing talking points. I have to use research skills that you learn in English or get as an English major because looking at marketing trends, looking at social media trends, looking at what is something that's important, or even when we're a lot of our clients, they range in terms of the industries that they're a part of. So having to do a lot of reading. So reading is not something that I'm afraid of. I don't get to read as much as I would like to as I did when I was in school, but the skills that you learn of reading, as well as just critical thinking. So as a consultant, I have to be able to strategize. And that's something that I have to often do like on the top of my feet. So that part of my brain of how do I process information at a very fast pace, that's something that I use, as well as just the discipline that when you are an English major and you have 3, 4 papers that are due for final exams. And we're not talking no 1 to 2 page papers. We're talking about 10 to 15 or maybe 7 to 10, whatever it is that you have to have that discipline to how am I going to be able to do this much research, but be able to perform at a very high level to be able to get my points across. So outside my career, so all of my friends, they joke with me like I am an over communicator. So I'm the type to send long text messages because I love writing. So writing is just something that I'm very passionate about. I think just being able to translate what people are often trying to say. So like my friends, if they call me and they're telling me a long story, like I'm able to like digest what is the important messaging they're trying to get across. I think that just also in my personal life, just being able to, I enjoy reading. And so because I enjoy reading, being able to share information with people, being able to have, as an English major, you have robust conversations with people. So being able to just engage in conversations about just all different types of things. And I think people who major in English, they just enjoy English isn't so much just about like, oh, you read and you write. It's about enjoying humanity. It's about being able to pay attention to what's going around in the world around you. It's about being able to capture moments in time. So, like I know one of my favorite classes that I took is I really enjoyed African American lit. That was one of my favorite classes that I took. I also remember taking a class on Toni Morrison. So just being able to understand like what period of time that we're in and paying attention to the beauty in the world around me. I think that that's something that having an English degree it allows for you to do. Probably to trust the process a little bit more. So, not putting as much stress as I did in undergrad, understanding that it was going to work out, it was going to unfold. I probably would have told myself that it's okay that you didn't pass that exam because God had just different plans for you. That's advice I would give to myself. I also would have tried to add on like a communications class. Like I think I took one, but maybe taking a little bit more. But I think just to understand that I would have enjoyed college more because adulting comes with a lot of just different challenges. But just to enjoy the ride, I think that a lot of the times, especially in college, you get stuck in this era and you feel that, oh my gosh, like I messed up on this paper. It's the end of the world. No, it's not. Because at the end of the day, what matters and what employers are looking at, they're not looking at what was your GPA. They're looking at what was your degree in, and did you finish? That is what is critical. And I would also say that it's important to, if you can, get some type of internship under your belt. Even if it means that you're working for free, which I know a lot of students don't want to hear that, but being able to get as much work experience under your belt because the job market is really difficult, and being able to get a job can be really challenging. So just getting as much work experience as you can in college would be some advice that I would give.